Ma'am, if you just, excuse me, but are you anybody that we need to know? Honey, head all up. Just royalty. I love it so much. All right, you guys, so the ladies are here. We are on our way to the ladies event. And so we are heading over right now to Girl Who Rock. We are in San Antonio, Texas. And so we're going to bring you guys along for the weekend. And you'll be able to see all of the things, all of the people. It's going to be a great event, a great time. I'm happy that you all are joining us. So we're heading to the conference. And my Bible.
Oh, so
Listen, all you need to do is call on the Lord and you shall be saved. We ain't got to do nothing else. You got to do nothing else. I know we love a good color coordinated activity. Don't tell us. Because we gonna be. That's my girl. She out here for it.
I'm sitting here in the back.
Same.
Well,
I'm in the back.
On the other side.
Okay, I'll go on the other side. Oh, you tall.
No, I sit behind the drum. Well, I'm gonna put my feet up.
No, I'm short.
I have more room.
You don't have to. I'm short. It's okay. Your purse is cute. Oh, Shin, yours is cute too.
What?
Your purse.
Oh, she is. Oh, adore. Look, the earrings she is. The jacket.
I like that jacket.
You have to.
Oh, let me see. Hold. You think so? I thought so.
I don't want to. It's wrapped so nice.
Well, the fly girls, they fly. We do need to. Doing well, thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Panel, I have two different questions I want to ask. So I'm going to first give this, and you can give a small introduction of yourself, who you are, what you do, and then you can answer the question. So for Dr. Gigi, if you could describe what being a woman right now feels like in one word, what would it be and why that word?
Good afternoon, everyone. As she said, I'm Dr. Gigi. I'm a board-certified geriatric pharmacist and a nutritionist. And I would say being a woman right now is resilience. We live in a time where women are doing more than they've ever done before.
Yes.
But they're also more stressed out, more overwhelmed with various things in life than ever before. And so to be a woman, I'm proud to be a woman. I'm glad to be in the skin, the gender of a woman, when they trying to tell us that we cis this, but no, we are just women. And I would say resilience, because when you are a biological woman, there's so much that we go through. So much that we have to push through to keep showing up and be who we're called to God to be.
Aha moment that something was changing. The one thing that made you go, okay, this isn't just stress or bad sleep.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Keisha Lofton, a board-certified OBGYN, been practicing here in San Antonio for over 22 years. I own my own practice, and I'm very excited and proud to be part of this esteemed panel of women of color and presenting all this great information to all of you. My answer to that question would be, and I'm kind of outside of the norm of the age that even I, as a practicing doctor, thought that would start feeling symptoms, because I started feeling some symptoms when I was in my early 40s. And I'm a surgeon, and I wasn't sleep deprived, but I all of a sudden started forgetting what an instrument was. And I'm in the middle of the operating room and I have to call for a certain clamp or a certain tool to be able to operate on someone. I said, you know, something is not quite right with my brain, and I knew that I didn't have any other things going on, not stressed, not with any family history of any brain disorders that would make me think that I had something like a dementia or an Alzheimer's. And that was some of the early symptoms that I had. And probably later on in the talk, we'll start talking about some of the other different things that you wouldn't otherwise speak of that you may very well be experiencing or have experienced that get put to the side or blown off by, your clinician. And those are definite signs of perimenopause.
Alrighty, you guys. So let me just give you a little bit of I'm going to jump in here to tell you guys before you see this next clip. So my flight out to San Antonio Friday morning, no problem, got to the airport like at 4:15. We took off at 6 o'clock, got to Atlanta. I think I had 20 minutes to get to my next gate, 24 minutes to get to my next gate, made my next gate, got on my plane, no problem, got to San Antonio about 9:30, 9:45, somewhere in there. Called up the hotel. They came, shuttled me to the hotel because it wasn't far. That was on purpose. Went through the whole weekend, did all the things, and then we got ready to come back. So my flight was leaving San Antonio. It's supposed to leave at 5:05 p.m. from San Antonio, get to Atlanta by 7 something. Of course, we gain an hour, right? So it's going to be 8 something. My next flight was leaving at 9:19. So a friend of mine and I, we ended up on the same flight going back from home. Not coming, but going back. And as soon as we got everything checked in, we got our clothes changed, all the things, we get a text message. Your flight's delayed. Okay? Be delayed by a few minutes. We get another text message, flight's delayed. We get another text message, flight's delayed, flight's delayed, flight's delayed. Now it's going to be leaving at 5:38 instead of 5:05. Now it's going to be leaving at 5:47 instead of 5:05. So I knew, just doing the math, because I have a very short layover, that getting from Atlanta to Wilmington, I was not going to make my flight. So I went up to the desk. I said, listen, I keep getting, these messages. I see that I'm going to have a very tight connection. So the lady was like, well, here's what I'm going to do. She's like, we're going to plan for you to be on your original flight, 9:19. I'm going to go ahead and rebook you to the 8:10 flight the next morning, because that's the last flight out tonight. If you don't make this flight, it's the last one out. She said, but I'll go ahead and rebook you already. Then I'll give you a hotel voucher and a food voucher. Because I was like, well, will they provide a hotel, anything like that? Because I've had to stay in the airport before. Not a fun experience. So she did all of that. The plane gets here. They turn it around pretty quick. We're on the flight at 5:47, and we're still sitting there for another 20 minutes. So, of course, I'm watching the updates on my phone, checking on the other flight. Well, finally, when we arrive in Atlanta, it is 9:45. Anyway, the flight is gone. So I do see the new updated flight. So I was like, okay, well, let me go over here. Because I was just going to stay. I was like, I don't even want to deal with, do I get an Uber? How do I get from one place to, I just didn't know. So I went to the desk. Luckily, there was not a long line. And the lady helped me. She said, yes, I do see on here, we're going to give you a one-night stay. And we're going to give you a food voucher. And so I ended up going to the Renaissance Hotel, downtown Atlanta. I don't know if it's downtown. Don't take my word. But they gave me a room. It was a nice room. I was only there. I think I got to the hotel and checked in. It was like 10:45. And I was up again for the first shuttle at 4:20 because the lady that did all that, she said, TSA has been crazy. Get here early. Don't take no chances. So once she gave me all of that, came through my email, I ended up having to go down to where ground transportation was. So if this ever happens, this is how I got there. I went to ground transportation, and in Atlanta, they have all the hotels just have shuttles that run round and round and round and round. So the Renaissance shuttle did not get there in time, but the La Quinta shuttle was there. And he said, hey, we're right next door to each other. If you don't want to wait, I'll go ahead and drive you. So he drove me and another lady. I guess she was going with him, but he dropped me off. Went in. Of course, they didn't have a reservation for me, but I showed her my thing on my phone. And she was like, oh, distressed passenger. So they gave me a room. I got back to the airport. I think it took us like 5 or 10 minutes to get there from the hotel, probably 5 minutes. So I'm going through TSA like at 4:30, 4:45 in the morning. Got through no problem. Got to my gate like at 5. I'm the only person there. We're boarding at 7:40. We're boarding at 7:30. We're boarding at 7:30, something like that. Departing at 8:10. Everything worked smoothly on that flight, except they did change the gate. The day before, it was like a B gate. The next day, it ended up being a C gate, but it was no problem because we went straight in. And I actually got back to Wilmington like about 9:30, 9:45 the next morning, and was ready to just come on to the house. So that's just kind of what ended up happening. But the girls and I, we went to the conference. We had the best time. It was a beautiful experience to be together. If you live in the San Antonio, Texas area, look up the Rock San Antonio. The pastors are Apostle Kevin and Pastor Lisa Duhart. If you live in Houston, they also have a Houston campus. It's called the Rock Houston, and they are launching a campus in Austin. It's called the Rock Austin. They have their next interest meeting November the 1st. I'm trying to get my son over there because I know these people. And so again, if you're looking for a place, I know these people. They are having this same ladies conference next year, and there will be some information for anybody that is interested in attending. It was life-changing for us. There were so many great speakers. And outside of that, the ladies that did come are all ladies except one that I met on YouTube, online, where people told me people are not real and people are real. And so I was extremely happy to meet up with them, fellowship with them. We rode together, we ate together, we drove together. We did all that. We were laid out on the floor together. We prayed together. We snorted together. It was so good to just be with the brethren. And I'm thankful that they trust me enough to follow me, halfway across the country. A couple of the ladies, one lady was from Texas, but the other two ladies, they followed me. We all met up. And you have to, hold somebody in pretty high esteem to do that. So I just wanted to throw that out there and say, hey, listen, this is where we are. This is what happened. Make that available. But anywho, so there it is. That's how I ended up, having some issues with my flight yet again. But they did follow through. They did take care of me with a hotel and a food voucher. So it worked out real well. But there it is. I know I've been missing in action, but that's kind of been what it is. I've just been traveling. That was my last trip of the year, so that I know of. And so I don't plan to be traveling anymore. But there it is. We're back on schedule, back on track to do all the things. We appreciate you guys so much for stopping by. If you like this video, be sure to like it. Don't forget to share, to subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.